Right now at 7:30, a road in Milwaukee is shut down hours after a serious crash involving a semi-truck. What we know this morning about the two people taken to the hospital.
And an unexpected visitor at a California home gets evicted. That's a big boy walking away there. The warning from the homeowner after he used a paintball gun to get a bear out of his home.
Plot twist.
I'm not sure that's what the DNR would recommend in most cases.
No. Could be a little risky.
Goodness.
Oh,
Well,
hi,
he did have a
Landon.
bare canvas to paint on, I suppose.
That's true.
We had a blank canvas earlier. Did you see Landon's
Yeah,
skills?
very
Did.
impressive art.
He was impressive, yeah, for sure. We're back out here on the very soggy weather deck. You were telling me after this where you headed again?
Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese. All right, very cool stuff. Good day for Chuck E. Cheese or anything indoors, really. Let's take a look at what's going on as Landon and I roll on over to the big green wall. It's a gray day, but it's mild. It's 38 right now. North wind at around 13 miles per hour. Dew point pretty high at 34. We get you to stand right there and look at the TV again. There you go. It has been pretty comfy these last few days. You haven't been shivering or anything, have you?
No.
No, you're all good. As long as you wear a little jacket, you're good to go. Not much in the way of precipitation right now, just kind of puddly out here on the weather deck for sure. That low will continue to make its exit and we'll get up into the low 40s for the day today. Now coming up, Landon will take over the forecast, get you into your weekend, and I guess you're going to kick off the new year for us too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2024 is around the corner.
Love it. One last future forecaster to go.
Yeah.
Our top story this morning, two people taken to the hospital after a car and a semi-truck crash.
Police are investigating the crash that happened near 22nd and Villard. This is on the city's northwest side. Our Stephanie Quirk is live on the scene for us this morning. She has the very latest on this investigation. Good morning, Stephanie.
Good morning, guys. We've been here since a little before 4:30, and that's police have been investigating since then, if not before. And actually, the tow truck just arrived. If you take a look here, you can see there's a semi-truck and a silver Dodge with its front end completely wrecked. Again, Milwaukee Fire Department did confirm that two people were rushed to the hospital, and the airbags you can see also looked like they were deployed in that silver Dodge. Now, we've seen investigators throughout the hours looking around, appearing to be searching for something inside that vehicle, as well as the semi-truck. Now, police have also been searching the streets surrounding the crash with flashlights. Right now, there's people that seem to be sweeping up the damage to tow those cars. Again, MFD did confirm that two people are in the hospital following this semi versus car crash, and this is near 22nd and Villard. We've also seen an ambulance pull up, though. Those crews also looked inside the vehicle and the truck, but drove off shortly after. And there's still police tape up, so it appears this is still under investigation. Now, we don't know the cause of the crash, and we don't know the ages or the status of those two people that were sent to the hospital. But as you see, it looks like those cars are about to get towed right here. And of course, as we learn more about the status of those two people and more on this investigation, we will keep you updated. But for now, reporting live in Milwaukee, Stephanie Quirk, Fox 6 News.
All right, Stephanie, thank you. At least 13 people are dead after Russia unleashes what may be on the biggest aerial barrages against Ukraine. This is according to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Russia launching about 122 missiles as well as drones against Ukrainian targets. The roughly 18-hour onslaught hit 6 cities, including the capital, Kyiv. Ukrainian officials say apartment blocks, a maternity hospital, and several schools were all damaged in this attack. Meanwhile, Israeli military forces continue expanding their ground operations deeper into the Gaza Strip.
The civilian death toll is also growing as more calls for a ceasefire roll in. Egyptian officials recently proposed a plan that, if agreed to, would result in another limited ceasefire where dozens of Israeli hostages would be freed in exchange for more than 100 Palestinians currently held in Israeli prisons. Hamas officials say they are only interested in a permanent stop to the war, and then the remaining hostages would be freed. But Israeli Defense Force officials are targeting Hamas deeper into southern Gaza, so that does not appear to be a likely outcome. Israel says it will not stop until the militants are wiped from the region.
And liftoff of Falcon 9, or correction, of Falcon Heavy. Go USS Executive.
Wow, look at the force of that. SpaceX is launching its latest rocket that's carrying a U.S. military space plane. This is so cool. It's said to be on a secretive mission that's expected to take several years. Now, no one is on board this spacecraft. Spacecraft officials say a NASA experiment to gauge the effects of radiation materials are on board. The launch was originally set to take place on December 10th, but was delayed several times due to technical issues.
Everything else about that, though, shrouded in mystery. It's interesting. In California, a number of people were hurt after huge waves crashed ashore. Imagine walking along and experiencing this. A rogue wave crashed over a seawall and caught dozens of people off guard. 8 of those people were taken to the hospital. The wave was part of a larger storm system that's impacted California's coastline. A number of beaches could see waves up to 30 feet high through the weekend. And flood advisories and warnings are in effect up and down the coast.
All right, take a look at this. Caught on camera. An unusual police call to a hospital is caught on camera. Officers in Tennessee were called to remove a beaver that had found its way into a hospital lobby. One of the officers were able to get the beaver into a cart, and the animal was then taken to a nearby stream and released back into the wild. The police department says the officer made sure that that beaver found a good home. He's so chunky and cute.
The tails always get me, too.
Yeah.
Very remarkable. And then there's this.
Yeah, do not try this one at home. A man in California takes matters into his own hands to get rid of a bear.
Not a small one either. When the owner got to his house, he found that bear in a crawl space, as you can see, underneath the house there. The man, apparently armed with only a paintball gun, went into the crawl space, fired a few shots before the bear then ran away to find a new place. The homeowner warns no one should do what he did unless they have a lot of experience.
Which he
I
does?
have follow-up questions for the homeowner, if available.
This is like something out of a nursery rhyme. Like, how many bears are living under your house?
Gosh,
Yeah.
a paintball gun.
But that bear must have been eating very well there.
I guess so.
Big boy. All right. The Pop-Tarts Bowl mascot is going viral on social media this morning.
Speaking of a big boy and eating well, the way Kansas State celebrated a big victory with the mascot.
Oh, that's awesome. Is he going into a toaster? That's so cool. Well, Brian Cramp is checking out the menu at the Lunchbox Deli. Maybe they're toasting up some good things there.
Did you say something about a big boy eating well? This big boy would definitely eat well at this place. Check out some of the sandwiches and soups here at the Lunchbox Deli in Menomonee Falls. They just opened and they're ready for you for lunch and more. We're going to see what's on the menu coming up next on Fox 6 Wake Up.
It's a Future Forecaster Friday. Landon is going to take over the big wall here in just a very few minutes. You ready? All right, wait for the people. All right, so you get a little break when we come back from All right, waking up to some very gray but mild conditions so far this morning as we check in with our Sheboygan camera and then looking along the river this morning. Yesterday got to a very mild 42, yet another above average day and a very long string of them for the month of December. Had a low of 38. The averages are 33 and 20. Imagine how chilly a morning at 20 would feel after this incredibly mild stretch through the course of December. Now, the last few hours, we've seen a low just off to our south, but it is slowly making its exit and high pressures building in from the west. That will eventually break up the clouds, give us a little sunshine before it sets, and give us more sun for Saturday. Let's go check it out on Sky Vision Plus. Now, there's that nice clearing trend throughout the day today, so we get a little sunshine toward the end of the afternoon. We stay fairly clear through the evening and overnight tonight, and that leads us into a sunny start to our Saturday. With the wind shifting southwest Saturday, we once again have a pretty mild and generally a very pleasant day to kick off the last weekend of the year. Now, our numbers are pretty mild as well, 42 today, 30 tonight, and 42 for tomorrow. Even though that will be one of the cooler nights recently, it's still, as we saw off the top, about 10 degrees warmer than the average low. Now, snow showers are in the forecast on Sunday. A little bit cooler to wrap up the weekend. None of this gets too intense, but we may see a few quick bursts where it picks up a little bit. I think a half an inch, maybe a couple spots get to an inch worth of snow by the end of the day. So your Fox 6 Day planner still pretty spring-like up front. 42 today and tomorrow. Then 38 with a chance for light snow on Sunday. The new year starts off at 36. We get to 38 Tuesday, 36 Wednesday. Landon has your update in just a couple of minutes.
All right, we know he's ready for it too. In the meantime, from soup to sandwiches, mac and cheese to ice cream, the Lunchbox Deli has all kinds of options from breakfast to lunch and really any time of day. Brian Cramps in Menominee Falls this morning checking out the new deli. I love this spot. It looks fantastic in there.
Yeah, and it's right in the corner, Carl. You seriously can't miss it. If you knew where the old Nino's Italian Bakery was, you know where this new Lunchbox Deli is. And Damien, I got to tell you, some of the sandwiches out here on the trays right now make me want to come back for more for lunch when you guys open at 10 o'clock today, right?
Yep,
10 o'clock today. Let's get to those sandwiches because they're kind of at the core of what you guys do at Lunchbox. When you're putting together sandwiches, is it a lot of trial and error before you guys opened a month and a half ago?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It definitely was different. Like I said, we've never been in a restaurant business, so we had to kind of tinker with something different.
Sure.
We wanted different sandwiches, not just a regular ham and cheese or this or that. So we came up with, a couple custom sandwiches, and people pretty like them. They like them a lot. So
I'm looking at them. I like the way they look.
Sure.
So let's go through because the names once again they're fun names.
Sure.
Is the beefy, what was it
Temptation?
called? The beefy temptation. Is that one of them?
Yes, that is the beefy temptation.
That's the beefy temptation. I'm
Yep.
just looking at that too. I mean, the bread looks nice and fresh.
Sure.
The meats are nice and fresh as well.
Yeah, sure.
And these things are stacked. I'm
Yes.
literally drooling as I'm trying to describe the sandwich right
Yes.
now. What's all on that one, the beefy temptation?
All right, on the beefy temptation, we have mayo, lettuce, tomato, onion.
Yeah.
On a toasted sourdough bread. Basically we grill the roast beef to get it nice and warm.
Okay.
With melted Munster cheese on top, and we put a little hot peppers inside to give it a little pop.
So it's got a kick. And then the pastrami and rye. I've seen pictures of your sandwich online on social media, and people love this sandwich already.
Sure. Pastrami's same thing, mayo, lettuce, tomato, onion, also with Swiss and provolone cheese.
Yeah.
On a marble rye.
Now you guys have some soups here, about 5 soups that you serve daily. You have a chili as well, which is called, Mr. Shepherd?
Mrs.
Well, Mrs. Shepherd's
Yep.
chili. So that's
That's my wife's recipe.
That's your wife's recipe.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
So it got the meat and the beans in that one. And these aren't rotating soups. They're always on the menu, correct?
Correct.
Okay,
Always
so
on the
there's a
menu.
chili for you. And then a little broccoli cheddar as well. When it comes to the drinks, I noticed that you guys made it easy. You don't have a barista in-house, but you do have coffee. So how do you work that when somebody orders
Correct.
a coffee that wants it flavored?
Correct. So Collectivo, we sell Collectivo coffee. They're local, Wisconsin company that we love to support. And we give them the coffee here, and they can do all their spicing up however they want it over there.
They are going to hit that caramel with 3 or 4 pumps.
There you go. Yep.
It's going to be the most sugar-laden coffee you ever had. What does it mean to know that you got that support from the community right here? Because downtown Falls has changed dramatically over the past 10 years.
It's been awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of people support us here, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
People come in, they're happy, and obviously we always want that good customer service. So, but it's kind of hard nowadays getting people to work, right? So we battled that in the beginning, even during opening. But now I think we got a handle on it. So.
Well, congratulations. You're a new business, so be patient with them. Lunchbox Deli out here in Menomonee Falls, right on the corner of, where are we again here?
This is Appleton and Main Street.
There you go. You can't miss it. Fox6now.com for more information on the food, the menu, and much more you can find later on today after Wake Up, guys. Thanks, Damien.
Thank
Looks
you.
so good. Comfort food on
You know
a cold
who's
winter day.
Ready to go and deserving of a great lunch afterwards?
Yes, I do. Landon, our future forecaster.
Yes, he is indeed. He's been doing a fantastic job. You're well dressed for the gig today. Landon, tell everybody what grade you're in.
I'm in 4th grade and I'm 9 years old.
There you go. What's the name of your school?
St. Joseph's Catholic School.
All right, should we give your teacher a shout out? What's your teacher's name?
Mrs. Bonds.
All right, Mrs. Bonds, good morning. Does she say Bonds, Mrs. Bonds? Does she really?
Sometimes.
I like her sense of humor then. All right, I can hang. I can hang. Now we talked to you, love wrestling and basketball and football. And we were talking about your art earlier. You have to find a way to do all that while managing 2 brothers, right? Tell everybody about your brothers.
I have an older brother who's 16 and a younger brother who is 5 years old, who's going to be turning 6 in January.
Ooh,
and
birthday's
he has
coming up.
special needs.
All right, very cool. Now you were telling me a bit about your older brother. What's he like to do?
He likes to sleep and look at his phone.
Yeah, that seems about right. It seems about
Yes.
right for 16. I have a 16-year-old in my house, too, and that's pretty much what she does. So he's doing very well then. Big shout out to your brothers. All right, time to get out of the way. You stay there and you take over the forecast, all right? Let everybody know their current conditions right there.
38 degrees, wind north, coming out from the north, 13 miles per hour. Wind chill is 30. Dew point is 34, and air pressure is a little low, 29.83.
Very good stuff. And as we take a look at our satellite and radar, you see anything out there?
Denver's clear. St. Louis has some snow, and Toronto has some rain up there.
Yeah, a little bit of rain up there in Toronto. You're right. What about some numbers today?
Dallas is at 35, Orlando 53, and New York 47.
Very good. Let's give everybody their forecast for today.
Today, mostly cloudy, 42 degrees.
Tonight
A few clouds tonight with 30 degrees.
and tomorrow.
Mostly sunny tomorrow, 42 degrees.
Very well done, Landon Putter there. Good stuff. You did a great job. Now, before we go over and meet our anchors, you also are a big fan of. Don't play the music yet. They're trying to play
pause
us
that
off
music.
like the Oscars. Don't play the music yet. I'm kidding. But yeah, I heard you're a big fan of roller coasters. I can't take you on a roller coaster, but we have cameras all over the place. This just happens to be Fayetteville, Georgia. Look at that coaster. Pretty cool stuff. You were just telling me about your dream coaster is what again?
Steel Vengeance.
Steel Vengeance, but you got to be a little bit higher than that high, right? What do you think? You go back in about a couple of years?
I think I could go back and ride it because last time I went there was like 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. So we're good to go. All right. Well, we're going to go on a little roller coaster ride of sorts over to the other side of the studio.
Come
Kind of
on
a
down,
flat ride
Landon.
here. Come on and hang out
Take the seat right here.
with
It's a
our
tall one.
news anchors. You get in
Yeah.
this one here.
Here, I'll hold on to
You
it.
kind of have to hop up a little bit.
Yeah, there
How you
go.
doing, buddy? You did great.
Good.
Awesome. How'd it feel up there at the big wall?
A little nervous.
That's understandable. There's a lot of bright lights in the studio. A lot
But
of
no
cameras.
nerves on the coasters, right?
No.
No,
What was it,
those you can handle.
Steel Vengeance. So do you like speed? Do you like the twists, big drops? What do you like?
I like when roller coasters are a little faster.
Okay.
And yeah, I like them when they're tall. And I like wooden coasters, but sometimes they hurt me.
Oh, yeah.
Get a
They
little
little
shaky,
rickety.
right? Yeah.
Have you
yeah.
been down to Six Flags much?
Yeah, but we haven't gone there in a long time.
Okay.
Okay.
Hint, hint, mom and dad. They're in the studio.
Yeah. Tell us who we're seeing over there, sitting in the corner.
My mom and dad.
Oh, that's
Oh,
awesome.
welcome to you all.
They've been beaming in the background.
Yeah, I was so excited to meet you when I read your questionnaire. You and I have a lot in common, Landon. You know what? So we're both special needs siblings. My little sister also has special needs. We're middle kids. That's probably why we want to get into TV. And you have a pet bunny. I did too growing up. Tell me about your bunny.
Oh,
My bunny's named Finn, and he's 8 years old.
Nice.
8 years old.
he's
wow.
a senior bunny.
Is Finn a good rabbit?
Yes, but sometimes he's like a rebel and he bites people sometimes, like when people get in his territory.
Which is understandable. Does he know how to use his litter box?
Yeah.
Floppy did not, so I had to ask. Had to ask.
Maybe a better trainer over here with Landon.
Step up in the
I love
plate.
it with the meteorology connection because you say you love summer specifically because of vacations and camping, two things that I love a lot. What do you enjoy about camping?
I like going camping because I like to have like fire pits at
Oh,
night.
yeah.
And like I like sleeping in cabins.
Nice. Make
And
some
like
s'mores.
the camping place where I go to is Jellystone Park, and I like going to
Oh, yeah.
the water park and going mini
In the
golfing.
Dells?
Man,
Yeah.
I would go with your family on vacation. That sounds great.
Sounds like fun.
Take us with you. Oh my gosh, well, you did such a great job today. I think you have a very bright future
Indeed.
as a forecaster. Do you want to come work here maybe in like 10 years or so? Well, a little more than that. 15.
Give me like
It
50.
might be child labor.
Not that young, yeah. Yeah, you think so? Well,
That'd be
great.
fun.
We
You
loved
do a
having
great
you.
job.
Awesome. Well, if your child wants to be a Fox 6 future forecaster, just like Landon, come join the party here on Wake Up. You can go to our website, or you can take out your camera phone right now, scan that QR code right there, and it'll take you to the information how to submit your child for a Fox 6 future forecaster. A reminder, though, they do have to be between the ages of 6 and 12. Also, fox6now.com for more info.
Would you recommend it, Landon?
Yeah.
You would? Okay, good.
See in the studio and everything. All right, one last thing for you. You get to look right at that camera and send us to break by reading what's on the screen.
I'm Landon, your Fox 6 future forecaster. Thanks for watching. There is more Fox 6 Wake Up after the break.
Woohoo! Nice job. All right, say goodbye.
Good job.
You did so